you've been doing a lot of festivals, you've been in big venues, and this is kind of a smaller, more intimate venue. Do you change up your show at all, or are you conscious of that when you're creating?
I try to always make it feel intimate. I think, even bigger shows that I have been an audience member of, I do always love when the artist still tries to make that connection with the audience, and they don't waver on their stories and their vulnerability. So anyone that continues that, which I hope I do, I feel happy with.
Yay. Now, your album came out in April, but you kind of did what I think to be is kind of how things seem like they're going nowadays, where you're dropping kind of a single one at a time. You've been dropping singles on us all along since like 2015.
Oh my gosh.
And then your first album came out, and it's been out for a while, so you're on tour. Are you seeing people sing along to the songs now? It's been out for a couple months?
Well, it's so surreal because now people have something tangible that, represents this time in my life. So it has been so crazy to hear people singing and chanting funny things, and it's truly been unlike any other tour I've ever done, for sure. It's just a whole different energy.
Did you get to pick your opening acts? Tonight we have LIFT, correct?
Yes, tonight we have LIFT. I'm really excited. Earlier on this tour we had Foreign Air, and they're good friends of mine. So I'm excited. I think they have a really, I guess the best way to describe it is like hype energy.
You know what? For somebody to join stage with you, like to be on a stage with you, they'd have to be.
Oh, I hope so.
You can't come up here and open for Bishop Briggs and not bring it, right?
I don't know. I mean, I think it really is about like the vibe too, and what vibe they bring, and I'm excited to see them play tonight.
So when you opened your mouth as a kid, do you remember what age you heard your own voice and said, "Oh, I can do this. This is a skill I have"?
That is, I hear these amazing stories. I was never like that. I sounded terrible forever.
What?
Yes, I always sounded bad, but the thing that was consistent was just my passion for this. I think music as well as beauty, it's so subjective. You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. And so for me, it was more just, I couldn't see myself doing anything other than this. And it was the thing that brought me, the most soul fulfillment. I see videos, and I mean, my sister is here, but she should not have supported me at that time. it was brutal times, but they were really supportive, which I appreciate.
I also think hearing your own voice is kind of ultra subjective, you know what I mean?
Totally.
And you've heard your voice in many different places. Obviously, the first time you probably heard your song on the radio. You had a song in an Acura commercial, which was very, very popular. And just this weekend, I watched 50 Shades Freed.
Oh!
What was it like hearing your voice during a very intimate love scene on the big screen?
Oh my gosh, it was so surreal. I mean, that is, a franchise that, I recommend watching alone.
Yes. I didn't go to the theater to see it. I noticed I watched it by myself.
Totally. Yeah, watch it alone with like ice cream and a vibrating object.
Yeah.
No, just watch it at home with ice cream. But I mean, the thing with those movies is the first two movies, are so sexy, and I felt so happy that with the third movie, it was this darker thing, this more creepy thing, and that's when I came in.
Yes.
So I was kind of happy with the timing, and I think just to be a part of something as big as that is just so surreal, and to be singing a song that I really support and makes me excited, which is this In Excess cover, is just a dream come true.
I got it. Those films are so soundtrack driven as well.
Yes.
That's not one of those where you just go
soundtracks.
the soundtrack is so good, so to see you. And did you, when they asked you that, were you like, oh, can I write one for myself? Or did you choose to cover the NXS? How did that come to be?
I had this an NXS cover in my pocket, and it was discussed for each movie. And each movie I was, sad and disappointed. I didn't get it. Another year I didn't get it. And then one of the years, which was this year, my sister came running to the back of the bus, and it was in the trailer. And we hadn't been told, by the way. We hadn't been told.
You gotta be kidding me. So you just saw it on the trailer?
We just saw it on the trailer, and we're like, oh my God, I guess we got it this year.
Oh,
so it was very exciting.
Congratulations.
Yes.
That's so awesome.
Thank you.
I listened to a couple interviews preparing for this,
Oh, no.
and I saw something that I found really interesting. I've asked people before if they get nervous before they go on stage, and I love to talk in front of people. There's a reason I chose radio, but the second before I get on here to talk, I get nervous. And I saw that you kind of suffer, and you get some nerves and stuff before you go on stage. Is that still true? Or now that you're so far through the tour, are you like, I just go on there and do it?
No, I try to have, I try to always have nerves. I just think it just means I care. But I try not to go into the so nervous that I can't breathe. I try not to go there, which I have gone there before, for sure. But I am such a stickler for pitch and sounding okay, and I noticed there is a deep correlation. If I'm not breathing, I can't sing the first verse to the first song of the set, which is White Flag. So I have to, right before I go on, I really, really try and just let it go. And whenever I come out, I feel as though, I'm with my people. I feel like even when I came out and saw you guys, I just have to tell myself that they want me to do well.
Yes,
I have to tell myself that. And sometimes it makes you feel better.
Yes, okay, this is another thing I'm really curious about. Some of the older artists that have been doing this for multiple years are not really a huge fan these days of cell phones at concerts and taking videos and photos, but you've kind of grown up in the technology age. What are your thoughts about people videotaping you doing your thing or snagging photos during the show?
Oh my God, for me, it's so sweet. And I know how I am at concerts, and sometimes I've seen a lot of people do this where they pull out their phone and they're filming it, but they're just watching it. They're not even watching their phone. And I know for me, the times that I am truly, truly in the moment and truly, truly enjoying myself, I do have my phone out because I want to show my mom. I want to, show Taylor.
I was gonna say you definitely Instagrammed the neighborhood yesterday at your show in Chicago.
But I was doing the same thing where I am filming it, but I'm watching it. So I respect and understand other artists' decision, of course.
Yes.
I think it's completely
up to
But another cool thing about having phones at your concerts is you can make everyone turn on their flashlight on their phone.
Way better than the old lighter trick.
Ooh, new realization.
No burnt thumbs.
So cool.
Makes the whole place look like stars.
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
So that is a perk of having people use their phones. And to me, I just correlate it with passion. So I don't see any negative.
And speaking of social media, that's just another way to connect to your fans the way music is. Do you run all your social medias? I think people are always curious when they see their favorite artist posting something on Instagram. Is it a marketing company or is it you? Is it really you who is videotaping the neighborhood?
It is me.
That's awesome.
I know.
At that girl Bishop if you're not following her already.
It takes over my life. I'm like, where is the marketing team?
Right? Who can do this for me? But also, I gotta get this.
Totally. It's but honestly, I do love it because I do think I just in general have a passion for branding and social media and marketing. But I think my favorite part is that I do get to, read people's tweets in real time and respond in real time. And I think it's just a great way to talk to everyone and, kind of give in the moment feelings, and kind of vent and use it as a diary and hopefully say things with the honesty that allows others to be honest as well.